Next question, student. Question number 11, NCERT. A storage battery of EMF 8 volt and internal resistance 0.5 ohm is being charged by a 120 volt DC supply using a series resistor of 15.5 ohm. What is the terminal voltage of the battery during charging? What is the purpose of having a series resistors in the charging circuit? So student, given quantity, that is what? Given quantity EMF of battery which is given 8 volt and voltage of DC supply, voltage of DC supply from outside, which is 120 volt. This voltage charge the battery from outside, and internal resistance of the battery which is given 0.5 ohm, and external resistance, that is what? Which is also given, student, that is 15.5 ohm. So storage battery of EMF 8 volt, internal resistance, this one being charged by a 120 volt supply using a series resistor 15.5 volt, 15.5 ohm. What is the terminal voltage of battery during charging? So we have to find the terminal voltage of battery during charging. It means what? Source of DC EMF, that is what? Will charge the cell from outside, and this is the diagram for this. There is no need of drawing this diagram, but for concept, this is the EMF of the battery, positive, negative, internal resistance, and DC source whose EMF, that is what? 120 volt. They charge the battery. They charge the battery from what? Outside, and during charging of the cell, direction of the current inside is also from positive to negative. But when the cell is discharging, the direction of the current is from, that is what? From negative, inside the cell, from negative terminal to positive terminal of the cell. But when the cell is charged from outside, so there will be what? Direction of the current inside is from what? Positive to negative. And here terminal potential difference, you know that V equal to E plus IR. But when cell is discharging, terminal potential difference, that is what? V equal to E minus IR. Now first of all we have to find, and the series resistor, that is what? This cell is charging from the DC source through a series resistor, that is what? External resistors. And first we have to find out terminal voltage of the battery. So first of all, student, we find the current flowing through it. So EMF of the cell, EMF of the battery, which is 8 volt, voltage of DC supply, that is what? 120 volt, which charging the battery. So what is the net EMF in the circuit? Voltage supply charging voltage, that is what? 120 volt, and the EMF of the battery, which is what? 8 volt. So net EMF in the circuit, it means what? Difference of voltage of DC supply and EMF of the battery. So net EMF in the circuit, net EMF in the circuit, student. So E net, that is what? 120 minus 8, and it comes out to be that 112 volt. So net EMF in the circuit, that is what? 112 volt. And external resistance, internal, so total resistance R plus R. So what amount of the current flowing in this circuit, that is what? What amount the current flowing in the circuit during charging? So current in the circuit during charging, listen carefully. I equal to what? E net by R plus R. and student E net, that is what, 112, and R which is given, external resistance 15.5, internal resistance, that is what, 0.5, and it comes out to be 112 by 16, and it comes out to be that what, so I comes out to be that 7 ampere. So current flowing in a circuit during charging of the battery from external source 7 ampere. And now we have to find potential drop across external resistors. Potential drop across what? R. So potential drop across R, which comes out to what? The current flowing, that is what? I, and resistance, that is what? So that is what? IR. Potential drop across series resistors are current, that is what? 7, and that is what? 15.5, and student, it comes out to be that this one volt. 108.5 volt current voltage drop across R. Total voltage supplied by the DC voltage, that is what? 120 volt, and this supply voltage which is equal to the sum of voltage across external resistance and voltage across what? Battery. And this will know, this is given, this is already calculated, so we have to find the what? This voltage is equal to the sum of the voltage across what? Voltage drop across R, or terminal voltage across battery. So voltage, DC supply voltage of DC supplied, voltage of DC supply student, which is equal to what? Which is voltage supply, that means potential drop is across R, and potential drop, that is what? Terminal voltage. So here voltage of DC supplies, which is equal to voltage drop across R. Voltage drop across, that is what? We put here, that is what? Voltage drop across R plus terminal voltage. Terminal, we have to find what is the terminal voltage? Terminal voltage of battery. So we will write in short way, terminal voltage of what? Battery. This is what? And this is already given 120 volt, and here I have calculated 108.5, and we have to battery, terminal voltage of battery, and student, V battery comes out to be that is what? 11.5 volt, that is what? 1 and 9 10. Battery voltage 11.5 volt. So this is the terminal voltage across storage battery, which is comes out to be that 11.5 volt. Next question, student. Question number 12. In a potentiometer arrangement, a cell of EMF 1.25 volt give a balance point of 35 centimeter length of the wire. If the cell is replaced by another cell and the balance point shift to 63 centimeter, what is the EMF of the second cell? So student, this is the formula based question. You know that E1 by E2 is equal to what? L1 by L2. When first cell is inserted, balance point is obtained at L1, so you know that E1 is equal to KL1, and in second case, when second cell inserted, E2 is equal to KL2, divide E1 by E2, and formula comes out to be that E1 by E2 is equal to what? L1 by L2. So question number 12, E1 cell E1 when inserted, and its EMF that is 1.25 volt, and element balancing length comes out to be that is what, 35 centimeter. When cell E2 is inserted, unknown EMF, but balancing length comes out to be that 63 centimeter. So using the formula of comparison of EMF of two primary cell, E1 by E2, which is equal to what, L1 by L2. So we have to find what, E2. So E2 equal to what, E2 equal to what, E1 into L2 divided by what, L1, and E1 comes out to be, that is what, 1.25 given, L2 that is what, 63 given, and L1 that is what, 35 given. And student, 7 5 ja 7 5 and 7 9 ja, and 5.2 2 ja, this one 9, 45 5 4, and 9 2 ja 18 4 22. So this comes out to be, student, that is what, so E2 comes out to be that is what, this is the answer for. So simple, we use the formula E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2, and E2 can be calculated, comes out to be that 2.25 volt. This is the answer. Question number 13, student, listen carefully. The number density of free electron in a copper conductor estimated is 8.5 into 10 to the power 28 per meter cube. How long does an electron take to drift from one end of the wire 3 meter long to its other end? The area of cross section of the wire is 2.0 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square, and it is carrying a current of 3 ampere. So student, suppose that wire whose length that is what, 3 meter. So when battery is connected, electron is moving from negative terminal to positive terminal. So what the time taken by the electron to move from one end to another end, and all the values given. So we have to find, we have to use the formula. Speed equal to distance by time, and time equal to what, distance by speed. So first of all, when electron is moving from one end to another end, from lower potential to higher potential, they will move with a drift velocity. So we use the formula. So first of all, what is given, the number density of electron n, which is given that is 8.5 into 10 to the power 28, 8.5 into 10 to the power 28 meter minus 3, and how long does an electron take to drift a meter or length? 3 meter, length of the wire that is what, 3 meter, and time we have to calculate it, and also given area of cross section of the wire 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square. Area of cross section 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square. This is the given quantity, and also current that is what, 3 ampere, and we have to what, find T. And student, you know the formula, relation between the electric current and the drift velocity, I equal to NEA VD, and E that is what, charge on electron, you know that 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So first we use the formula to find the VD, and we know the formula I equal to NEA VD. VD that is what, drift velocity. So VD comes out to be that, student, I by what, I by NEA. and I that is what given 3, N that is what 8.5 into 10 to the power 28 student. Electron charge and electron 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Area of cross section 2 into 10 to the power minus 6, and this is comes out in terms of what? Bolt. And student, and we have to find what the time taken by the electron to move from one into another in of length of the wire, that is what? 3 meter. So use the formula distance. So time taken by the electron to move from 3 meter length from one into another. So time, that is what? Distance, that is what? Vd. And student, L that is what? Length, that is what? 3 meter. And Vd which is given here, put this value 3 by all this quantity we must write here, 8.5 into 10 to the power 28 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into 2 into 10 to the power minus 6, and it comes out to be in terms of what? Second. So this quantity move, and this 3 cancel out to student, and this move into the numerator. So 8.5 into 10 to the power 28 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 second. And student, this value comes out to be that, after solving this value comes out to be that 2.72 into 10 to the power 4 second. This value, after solving, this value comes out to be that 2.72 into 10 to the power 4 second, and in terms of hours it can be written as 7 hour 33 minute. So first of all you have to solve this, and after solving you will get the value of time comes out to be that when electron move from one into another end of the 3 meter length, and it comes out to be that 2.72 into 10 to the power 4 second, and it convert into what? Hour, by dividing 60 into 60. So time taken by the electron to move a 3 meter length, which is in terms of hour 7 hour 33 minute. And student, question number, this is the question number 13, and next I am going to solve the question number 15. So listen carefully. Question number 15. Question number 15. Listen. Question 15. Question number 6 lead acid type of secondary cell, each of EMF 2 volt. 6 cell and each of EMF, that is what? 2 volt. 6 lead acid type of secondary cell, each of EMF 2 volt, and internal resistance 0.015 ohm, and each of internal resistance 0.015 ohm. 6 cell, each of EMF 2 volt, and internal resistance of each one 0.015 ohm, are joined in series to provide a supply to a resistor of 8.5 ohm. External resistance is given, that is what? 8.5 ohm. External resistance, and these cells are connected in series. What are the current drawn from the supply and its terminal voltage? So first of all we have to find current and terminal voltage. Second, and another part, a secondary cell after long use has an EMF of 1.5 volt and a large internal resistance. In second case, This is the first case, and second case, a secondary cell, their EMF is 1.5 volt, and internal resistance, that is what, 380 ohm. A secondary cell after long use has an EMF of 1.5 volt and a large internal resistance of 380 ohm. What maximum current can be drawn from the cell? What maximum current drawn from the cell from the second case? And could the cell drive the starting motor of a car? Starting motor of a car. We have to find. So first of all, 6 cell which are connected in series through external resistance. There each of internal resistance, that is what, 0.015. We have to find total current into the circuit. So just like the circuit, external resistance, that is what, this one, and that is what, this one, just like that. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. There is no need of 6 into 2 volt, and this will all positive, and this one cell, this will be connected in this manner, and this is. So positive of one connected to, and negative of one cell connected to positive, and then negative of one connected to positive, and this process continue. So 6 cells which are connected in series through external resistance, and internal resistance which is also given. Internal resistance of 6 cell is also given, which is in the form of 6 into what, 0.015 ohm, just like that. There is no need of drawing just this diagram, only I have to explain this. So it means what, if 6 cell connected in series, the net EMF must be what, added, and 6 internal resistances which is also connected in series, and in series combination resistance will be what, added. And you know that current from the single cell I equal to E by R plus R, but here number of cell, that is what, 6, so that is what, 6 times E, and R, internal resistance R, that is what, 6R. So we use the formula current in the circuit, first case current in the circuit, NE, formula, that is what, NE by R plus NR. Here N, that is what, number of cell, what, 6 cell, so that is what, and EMF of each, that is what, 2, 6 cell, and each EMF, that is what, 2, so it will be what, added, and external resistance, that is what, 8.5, student, and how many internal resistance, 6 cell, there will be 6 resistance, so it will be also written in the form of what, 0.015, so it comes out to be the 12, 8.5 plus student 60, that is what, 60, 90, that is what, 90, and it 3, this one, and student I equal to 12 by this one, 8.590, and after solving this, it comes out to be that student 1.4 ampere. 12 by 8 1 ja 8, and nearly 1.4 ampere current flowing through this circuit, and we have to find the terminal voltage. So terminal voltage V equal to what, IR. So terminal voltage, second case, what are the current drawn from the supply, and it's a terminal voltage. So terminal voltage, second case, terminal voltage V equal to what, IR, and I have calculated, that is what, 1.4, and there will be resistance, that is what, 8.5. So it comes out to be that 14 5 just 77. 112 119 and it comes out to be that this one bolt. That is right. So voltage, terminal voltage comes out to be that 11.90 volt. This is the first case. And second case, when secondary cell of EMF 1.9 volt and internal resistance 380 ohm. So what is current drawn? Maximum current. So student, in second case we solve the maximum current and we use the formula for second case. I max comes out to be, that is what, E by R, and E, that is what, 1.9, and it is written as what, 380, that is what, very large. So I max comes out to be that, student, which is 0.005 ampere. After solving this, the I max comes out to be that 0.005 ampere. It means what, this current is what, very small current. And question says that, last point, could the cell drive the starting motor of a car? Answer, that is what, no. And student, next question number 16. So question number 16, listen carefully. Question number 16, student, listen carefully. Two wires of equal length, one of aluminium and the other of copper, have the same resistance of both wire, that is what same. Which of the two wires is lighter? Which one is lighter? Hence explain why aluminium wires are preferred for overhead power cables. So why aluminium wire used for overhead power cables. And specific resistance of aluminium 2.63 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter. Specific resistance of copper 1.72 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter. Relative density of aluminium 2.7 and relative density of copper is 8.9. So student, here we have to find which wire is lighter. It means we have to find the mass of the both copper, and two condition is what, length of the both wire is same and resistance of the both wire is what, also same. So, and we have to find which wire is lighter. And first of all, we have write the given value. Length of the two wire of equal length, it means what, length of aluminium wire which is equal to what, length of copper wire, and resistance of aluminium wire which is equal to the resistance of copper wire. This is given quantity. And student, the value given, rho specific resistance, that is what, 2.63 into 10 to the power minus 6 ohm meter for aluminium, specific resistance ohm meter, and specific resistance for copper which is equal to 1.72 into 10 to the power minus 6 ohm meter. Relative density, that is what, aluminium which is what, 2.7, and relative density D, small d, this what, for aluminium, relative density of aluminium 2.7 and relative density of copper which is given 8.9. 9. And student, you know that relative density, which is equal to what? Density of substance by density of water. So density, in terms of density, it comes out to be that multiply the relative density with 10 to the power 3, any density of water. So we will get the density of aluminum, which is equal to 2.7 into 10 to the power 3, and density of copper, which comes out to be that 8.9 into 10 to the power 3. So this relative density can be changed into the what? Density, but after at one condition comes out to be that ratio of relative density comes out to be that of aluminum and copper. So 10 to the power 3, it will what? Cancel out. So there will be no need of changing it. So we can change it or as it is. So first of all, we have to find out which wire is lighter. So which wire is lighter? So first of all, we know that mass, that is what? Mass equal to what? Density into what? Volume. And volume, that is what? In terms of wire, can be written as student, that is what? AL, area of cross section, that is what? And student, you know that if one formula, R equal to rho L by what? A. So what is value of A? Rho L by what? R. Put this value of A in here. So mass comes out to be that student dl into A, that is what? Rho L by what? R. And student, it comes out, this is the density. So it comes out to be density into specific resistance into L square, length of the wire, and that is what? R. And student, we know that L aluminum and length of the aluminum and length of the copper same. Resistance of the aluminum wire and resistance of copper wire, that is what same. So in case of mass, if we compare and if you take the ratio of copper wire to aluminum wire, so this will be what? Cancel out. So that is what? If we put M copper, that will be what? M aluminum.